So Thor Ragnarok was directed by Taika Waititi, the director who brought us What We Do in the Shadows and The Hunt for the Wilder People. We have yet another indie film director directing a superhero movie, which has yielded mixed results to say the least. The God of Thunder is back, only to have his ass handed to him by the Goddess of Death, played by Cate Blanchett. And so he has to get back to Asgard to stop Ragnarok, with a little help from some friends, especially a big green veiny friend, who just so happens to be incredible. The Thor movies have been kind of the red-headed stepchild of the MCU. They haven't been hated per se, but they really have not been loved either. Well, now those two are going to be seen as even lesser MCU films because of this, which is one of the best of the MCU, and the best Thor movie by a country mile. This movie has very few flaws. Actually, there's only one flaw, which I will get to in a minute, but for now, let's talk about the positives. First of all, Chris Hemsworth, yet again, delivers as Thor. I think we all know that he is a great Thor, he just hasn't been used correctly. Well, he was used really good in here. Also, Cate Blanchett was fantastic as Hela, the Goddess of Death. It turns out, the best MCU villains wear green. And the supporting cast was deep, and it was talented. Let's start off with the Grand Master, played by the immortal Jeff Goldblum. Jeff Goldblum as the Grand Master is a revelation. It's like if aliens kidnapped Dr. Ian Malcolm from Jurassic Park, took him to their home planet, and then Dr. Malcolm became their leader. That is the Grand Master in this movie. I'm not even sure if Goldblum knew he was being filmed. I'm pretty sure he was just going about his day on a normal Tuesday, and the filming crew was just filming stuff that he was doing in his life, and they said, we'll just add CGI and edit around it, because this is gold, and he's getting his mail. If there was one character that I thought was going to be not so good, it was Valkyrie, played by Tessa Thompson. She actually was a lot more complex than I thought she was going to be. Also, Anthony Hopkins was fantastic. He's not in the movie much, but let's just say he was putting more effort into this performance than his Transformers 5 performance, where he was basically taking a nap. But the most unexpectedly great thing about this movie was the boy, Loki. Tom Hiddleston is fantastic as Loki, but this may be his best outing. The chemistry that he and Thor had was awesome, and I wanted to see more of it. But I feel like what makes this movie a success is that every character has his or her role to play. Every character matters, every scene goes together almost perfectly. One flaw that I mentioned earlier, and this is kind of me pulling hairs, is that this movie is laboriously paced. I had the same problem with Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. I really liked Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, but the pacing could have been fast-tracked just a little bit. And I have the same problem with this movie. However, if I were to go back and say, oh, I would like to change a scene, and somebody asked me, what scene would you like to take out? I couldn't answer you. Every scene has a purpose, every character has his or her place, and that's what makes the movie thrive. It would be superfluous for me to say go watch this movie because I'm sure every one of you watching has already seen it. But if by some chance you have not seen it, go watch it. It is worth your money. And especially see it in the biggest theater with the biggest screen you can, because it's worth it. But that is all for me for now, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please leave a like and also subscribe. And stay tuned for my spoiler-filled review for Thor Ragnarok, where I'll talk about the movie more in detail. Thank you so much as always for watching, guys. My name is Ryan Cam, and I'll see you in the next one.